All right, Carl, ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, welcomes you all to the spectacular Minute Maid Park here in Houston as we get ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, it's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Houston Astros. This is John Miller welcoming you to our Major League Baseball telecast along with former Major Leaguer and Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. And Joe, before we get rolling here, let's quickly talk about the Rockies. What do they have to do to win this ball game?
Well, John, a guy that's always entertaining to watch is Preston Wilson. It's usually hit or miss with him. He does strike out more than most guys, but when he makes contact, look out. He's going to drive the ball with power to all fields, and he has power to spare.
Tim Redding will be doing the pitching. He picked up 5 wins last year. And Joe, he's got his ERA right above that 2.10 mark. The pregame warm-ups are over. It's about time for baseball. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN. First pitch to him. Started to go around, but he held up in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Bagwell is there, and he'll step on first for out number 1.
Great job here by the first baseman with the force out. That's a nice, simple defensive play.
Here's the lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Matt Holliday is in the number 4 spot in the batting order. Nobody on base with 1 out. Tight rotation there, and it just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. He missed high there for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Berkman is back to the warning track, but he makes the catch.
He has to backpedal a bit to get to this one, but he's able to put it away shy of the wall.
Here's the Astros defense. Base is empty, 2 down. First pitch to him. Now here's a swing and a fly ball. And this one is into the alleyway and should be extra bases. Around second now, he's heading for third. And he is safe at third. Just did slide in ahead of the play. A superb head-first dive to third base for our triple.
Well, it's easy to see on the replay, John. He went to the outside of the bag and made a nice tag.
Yeah, made it a little tougher on that infielder to get him. Matt Holliday is up now. He hit 14 home runs last year with 5 home runs so far this year.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base there. The 1-0 pitch on the way. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Slider just off the corner, and it's 2-1.
Most pitching coaches will tell you if you're going to miss low, not high.
The 2-1 pitch on the way. There's a swing and a line drive. Redding is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. The Colorado Rockies pick up a run on 1 hit, and nobody left on. Now we'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. The Rockies on top, 1-0. Chinwe Sao getting ready to toe the slab and throw his first pitch of the game. He did not have a victory last year. First pitch, here it comes. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Holliday is right there as he puts it away.
Well, they get away with one here. He misses this thing about 1/4 of an inch, and that allows the outfielder to range back and put it away.
Here's the lineup for Houston. Jason Lane is sitting in that 2nd spot. First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. The pitch. On the ground to third. Atkins has it. And a good throw gets him. 2 down. Now let's take a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. Base is empty. 2 down here. First pitch. Here it comes.
Well, it's tough to handle that pitch when it breaks sharply in on your hands. A lot of times you'll just pull it foul. It's very difficult to keep that ball fair.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Relaford is up with it. Throws to first in time for out number 3. That inning didn't last long. After 1, Colorado on top, 1-0. The 5, 6, 7 spots due up. J.D. Klosser will be the first man up. First pitch on the way.
When you leave the curveball upstairs, it becomes like a mediocre fastball and becomes very easy to hit.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a ground ball to short. Everett is there, and his throw is in time for out number 1. Moore gets his first trip to the plate right now. Base is empty with 1 out. First pitch to him. Swings and misses on the slider. 0-1.
Well, he didn't get cheated. That's the big fly swing.
Swings and lines this one back up the middle. Clint Barnes steps up to the plate. He has really struggled in the clutch this year, and those big at-bats where a hit could mean a run or more, he is hitting below 200. He's knocked home 19 runs so far.
That's what you call backing him off the plate.
The 1-0 pitch on the way. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball in there. 1-1.
Well, you can't handle a fastball up and away. Might as well wait for something better.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He checks his swing this time as that one misses. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses, and it's now 3-1.
Good curveball there, but it broke too far off the plate. He didn't even have a choice. He couldn't swing it back.
Grounded softly to short.
John, he found a pitch to his liking that time. Let's see if they can get something started here with 2 outs.
Runner at first with 2 down. Over to first, and he dives back safely. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes. Started to go around, but he held up in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Now he sets. Here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Lamb has got it. Throws to first, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, and 1 man left out. Now we'll move on to the bottom of the second. Colorado has the lead, 1-0. The heart of the order coming up next. Jeff Bagwell will be the first man up. First pitch to him. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. 0-2.
0-2, the pitcher's got him right where he wants him. He's got a lot of pitches to play with. Well, he's hearing his name in his home ballpark, but they still trail by 1 in this ball game. Man, that's right down the middle. He missed it. Strike 3. We've got a second now to see the changeup on K-zone. A fantastic strikeout pitch here. It's headed down and in, and the batter just didn't have time to adjust. He never had a chance on this one.
Not a real good swing, Joe.
But you've got to give the pitcher credit, too. He made the pitch, and the batter couldn't handle it.
Yeah, but just a bad swing.
Yes, it was.
First pitch to him. Called strike on the outer half. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is a changeup swung on and missed. 0-2.
0-2. Let's see if they want to finish him right here or waste one.
Now here's a swing and a fly ball. Gone! A home run!
He's a good high ball hitter. He sees that pitch up in the zone and he whacks at it. As a pitcher, you've got to know the strengths and weaknesses of every guy you face. Here's the four-seam fastball coming at you on K-zone to give you a better look. He leaves this pitch up in the zone, and as a hitter, that's just where you want it. That's your power zone.
Four-bagger, big fly. How sweet it is.
Well, that's to be expected on those high pitches. You just can't do that in the big league.
Reggie used to say, throw it in fence high, hit it over the fence. First pitch, here it comes. Now here's a swing and a ball hit on the ground. Throws to first, and he's retired for out number 2. Adam Everett comes in. 9 home runs this year. For the year, slugging .459. First pitch on the way. This one's popped up foul behind the plate. On the way.
It's easy to chase this pitch because it looks so good when the changeup is up and in, but the hitter stays off of this one.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Changeup misses, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed that time, and it's 2-2 now. 2-2 on the way. Oh man, the big hook, and he struck him out. The side is retired.
Here's a look back at the pitches leading up to the strikeout. It took him 5 to do it, though.
He's a tough at bat, Joe. There's a lot of guys who are going to go away empty-handed from the batter's box in this one. The Houston Astros pick up a run on the home run and pull even in this one. We'll go to the top of inning number 3, and this game is tied. The numbers 9, 1, and 2 spots due up next. Brad Hawk is due up second. There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole. Lamb is up with it, and his throw is in time for the first out of the inning. Hawk will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. 1 out, none on. First pitch to him. And he watches it go inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Changeup, waved at and missed. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. He swings and it's a fly ball to right field. Berkman is there to put it away for out number 2.
Not a bad swing, but he's too far underneath it, and the result is an easy fly to right.
2 outs, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Starts him out with a curveball for a called strike. Pitch on the way. Swinging a soft liner to the right side. Vizcaíno is racing, and he gets there for the out. Joe, let's have a look at this one. This was a pretty nice play, I thought.
Yeah, I agree, John. This one makes the manager proud. Just good baseball.
So they go down in short order, and we move on now to the home half of the 3rd, and we are all tied. They'll have the 8, 9, 1 spots coming up. Craig Biggio will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning. First pitch, here it comes. Checked his swing that time, and it misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch is a changeup in there. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. The 1-1 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. 1 away.
Man, that's a hard slider with a nice leg break, John. That's a great 2-strike pitch. Tough one to hit. Well, John, let's see this pitch again on K-zone. Here's another look at the slider cutting across. The ball's going up and in on him, but he should have been able to handle that one.
It still looked like he just had some trouble timing his swing there.
Well, you really got to be careful about timing those inside pitches because as a hitter, you need to shorten your swing to get to them.
First pitch on the way. Took something off that time, and he's in control. It's 0-2.
The hitter's dug himself a hole. Now it's 0-2.
He deals.
Well, if you throw the changeup up and away, you might want to come back with a fastball inside.
A 1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, he was looking dead red. He got the fastball, but he could not make contact. Strike 3. Well, he's in good pitching rhythm now, John. This strikeout on 4 pitches sits the hitter down.
Yeah, he just blew him away. Biggio will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch to him. Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Change up just off the corner. Now he falls behind 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, here it comes. And it misses, down and in, ball 3.
Anytime you go inside with a changeup, you're risking getting the ball hit out of the ballpark.
There's the ball hit well down the right field line. This one is curving. He climbs the wall and he makes the catch. He took one away from him. Oh, what a play. Moore got himself into position to take this one back into the ballpark. I think he took a home run away from it.
Everything's got to be right for this play to happen. The ball's got to be just over the wall, and he's got to time his leap perfectly, and he does just that. Plus, he avoids a collision with the wall. That's a great play.
First pitch on the way.
Well, if you get that pitch down and not up, the hitter has to chase it.
Now the 1-0 pitch.
And man, that's one-on-one power baseball right there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. He checks his swing this time as that one misses. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. This is swung on and hit in the air. Oh, and it's off the wall. The throw to second. Play at second, and he is safe as he's able to slide in.
Good effort here, John, on this play. He's able to skirt the second baseman by diving head first and check out the approach here.
Well, definitely a little fadeaway coming to the inside of the bag, reaching back for the bag, and he was able to get in under the tag.
Very nice.
Nobody out, but runner at second.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. A throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in time. Here's a spin and a throw behind the runner, trying to keep him close, and he's back in time. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Drops down a bunt. Over to first for out number 1.
That's not good plate discipline. He got him to lunge at a pitch out of the zone. You're just making the pitcher's job that much easier when you do that.
Man on second, 1 out. First pitch, here it comes.
Now he's thrown the fastball down. He may want to go upstairs with a fastball.
They throw behind the runner at second, and he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. He's ready. The 2-0. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole.
Well, a little one-out base hit here. Let's see if they can parlay this into something special.
Dustin Moore steps up now. Last year, he had 7 home runs. His career slugging percentage is under .420. Runners at first and second with 1 out, and he dives back safely. One out, runners at first and second. First pitch to him.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. He's at the belt. The one. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. And he throws the first in time for out number 2. Clint Barnes up to the plate. Last season he had just 2 home runs all year with a career slugging percentage under .430.
Man, that'll wake you up in a hurry.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. 1-2 pitch is a high, hard one that misses. 2-2. He's at the belt. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on a miss, and with that, the side is retired.
This one will run down and away a little bit, but as you can see, K-Zone would have still called it a strike.
Well, he does go down swinging here, and his confidence goes down a little bit right with it. The Rockies get 2 men in scoring position on a couple of hits, but can't get the key hit to bring anybody around. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th, and this game is tied. The 2, 3, 4 spots, the big hitters coming up. Lance Berkman, an outstanding hitter, and he will be due up second in the inning. Good hard slider that time, and he's in control, 0-2.
There's 2 quick ones, and now the hitter's really in trouble.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, tough to lay off that fastball, but he did. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. This one is high and outside to even up the count at 2-2.
Well, he tried to throw a strike with it, but he left that changeup up and away.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted high in the air, deep down the line and right. Moore at the warning track as he makes the catch.
John, he's settled into quite a groove here. That's 6 in a row he's set down.
Berkman will stand in. He's a switch hitter, batting left-handed. First pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first base line. Hop is there, and he steps on first, and that's out number 2.
I like the nice execution here by the first baseman, and he gets the force out.
Bagwell will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on the way. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1.
He has all the energy in this building behind him and the tie ball.
Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Barnes has it on the hop.
Well, the first 2 men were set down fairly quickly, but he keeps the inning alive with a base hit.
2 outs, a man on first. First pitch, here it comes. There's a swing and the ball hit well. Down the line, this one has a chance. And foul. He throws. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. The throw to first. And that is not in time, and he's aboard. Vizcaíno comes in now. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left side. 2 down, runners at first and second. First pitch to him. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Hop is there to make the catch, and this side is retired. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 men left. And we'll head to the 5th here in Houston. And we're all tied. They'll have the 8-9-1 spots coming up. Brad Hop will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning. First pitch on the way.
Man, that's a good live fastball. Perfect location. Down and away.
Swing and a fly ball down the left field line. Lamb is there, and he puts it away. Sowell will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. Nobody on base with 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. Swings it, lines this one towards the hole. Vizcaíno is there, and it's in time. From his knees, he gets him. Wow. Brad Hawk comes in now. His batting average at .235. 6 home runs for the year. He's knocked in 16 runs this year. Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Swings and lines this one towards the hole. Bagwell has got it. Throws in time to first. What a play. Nothing doing here this happening. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we're all tied. It's the last third of the batting order coming up. Adam Everett will be the first man up. First pitch on the way. Swings, it misses at the good change. It's 0-1.
Man, big rip at that one, but he was looking for something else.
The pitch.
Anytime you can get the slider down and away, that's going to be the toughest pitch for any hitter to handle.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. He looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, if you get the fastball up, you better have something on it, but that's a great pitch if you've got 95 miles an hour plus.
Swung on, bounced weakly to second. Relaford has got it, and his throw is in time for the first out of the inning. Ausmus will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. Base is empty with 1 out. First pitch to him. Watches a changeup go by for strike 1.
John, if the hitter recognizes this pitch, anything in like that could be extra bases.
The 0-1 pitch is a changeup, swung on and missed. 0-2. Fastball, got him. 2 down.
Seems like he's added a couple of feet on his fastball, John. It's getting by all these hitters. K-Zone will show us a look here at the 4-seam fastball. You'll see this one going up and away. As a hitter, that pitch looks easy to make contact with, but it can be deceiving at times.
Joe, he goes down swinging here, and you can bet that his confidence went down a little bit right with it. First pitch, here it comes. Swings, it misses on the slider. 0-1. Too far inside, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch.
Well, he missed down and in. I don't think they were trying to throw it there, but that's where it ended up.
The 2-1 pitch. The 2-1 pitch is a changeup. Swung on and missed. 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Changeup, got him, and the side is retired.
Well, he strikes him out on the 5th pitch of this at bat, but he's got to go sit down anyway.
He's really showing a nice rhythm out there in this one. And they're held in check here in their half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are all tied up. Many of you may have just tuned in, and for your benefit, I'll remind you that I'm John Mills. That's Joe Morgan over there. And this is Major League Baseball on ESPN. The number 2 hole will be getting things started next. Preston Wilson is due up second in the next half inning. Here's a curveball swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Started to go around, but he held up in time to even the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good rip at that one, but he missed it. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming. Curveball, got him. 1 away.
Great location on this pitch. He kept it down and caught the corner. Well, we're going to take a look back at the strikeout and the sequence of pitches. He threw only 4, so that was quick.
Yeah, that's for sure. Quick and back to the dugout. Wilson will come to the plate. 2 for 2 in this one. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole. Lamb is there, and he makes the catch. 2 down now. Holiday will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch, here it comes.
He got away with one up, and guess what? He got the call from the umpire.
And he sends this one in the air towards center. Everett makes the catch, and that ends the inning. And they don't make any noise this happening. On to the bottom of the 6th, and this game is tied. It'll be the leadoff man trying to get things going here. Lance Berkman, a very feared hitter. He's set to bat 3rd in the inning. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a fly ball down the line and left. Atkins is there, and he puts it away for out number 1. Lane will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, although he looked to be right on it. He delivers. Swing and a roller towards the hole. Barnes is there to play it on the hop. His throw, not in time. That'll be an infield single.
John, he stays behind the ball well, and he's got himself a 1-out base hit. The shortstop fires it to first base, but this time he just didn't get it there in time.
Actually, a routine play for the shortstop most of the time, but this runner's got that kind of speed, and he beat it out anyway. Very nice.
And it doesn't make your manager happy either, letting the guy beat out an infield hit.
Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
With the score tied,
Ground to the second, could be 2.
John, good bat speed through the zone that time. With 1 out now, let's see if they can try to move him along.
Runners at first and second with 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. Started to go, but he held up in time. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base. This one swung on and hit on a line. Relaford has it, and the runners will have to stay put at second and third. Relaford with an incredible diving play to get the out.
Well, this is all about laying your body on the line. This ball is just about by him, but he dives and pulls it in. That's a great play.
Runners at second and third, 2 down. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And there's the second wide one. He's ready. The 2-0 pitch. There's ball 3. Now he's set. Here's the 3-0 pitch.
John, this pitch had to be in the middle of the plate, not up and away.
Jose Vizcaíno steps in now. Last season he had just 3 home runs with a career slugging percentage under .400. First pitch is a changeup. Looked at. 0-1. The pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is.
Anytime you go inside with a changeup, you're risking getting the ball hit out of the ballpark.
He's at the belt. Now the 2. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Holiday lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Holiday may have just turned in our defensive play of the game here.
Well, I know this will be tough to beat, John. Good jump on the ball. He really reads the ball well, and he reads it right off the bat, and he's able to get himself in a position. He leaves his feet and makes a diving catch.
The Houston Astros pick up a run on 2 hits, and they've left a couple of men on base. On to the 7th inning we go. The Astros lead 2-1. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up next. J.D. Closser will be the first man up.
This one he's just going for the strikeout, letting it all go. Great velocity.
High and tight that time to even the count at 1-1. 1-1 strike the pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Bagwell has it, and his throw is in time for out number 1.
Nice play over there at first just to keep that one for himself.
Now here we go with the replay, Joe. And this was awfully close.
This one's going to be close at first. You see him lunge, but the ball just beats him by a whisker. He's out.
Moore will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch, here it comes.
Most of your power hitters like to extend their arms on that pitch away, but that one was too far away.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a fly ball down the left field line. Lane is there, and he makes the catch.
John, and these guys can't get anything started right now. That's 10 in a row that have been retired.
2 outs, nobody on. First pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. And he looks at a fastball in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think he'll stay awake tonight thinking about that one that got away.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. Grounded back to the mound. Vizcaíno has it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they go down quietly. 7th inning stretch time in Houston. Houston with the lead 2-1. It's the bottom 3 of the batting order coming up. Adam Everett will be the first man up. First pitch on the way. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball waved at and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. He bunts the ball. Sowell is right there. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away. Osmus will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out. Nobody on. First pitch. Here it comes. Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole. And that falls for a base hit.
John, the move to get a righty from the pin to face him backfired. He comes through here with a good swing.
First pitch to him. And he is out on a good throw. And they nail him trying to steal. He did not wait around a whole long time before he made that attempt.
Well, he tried to take off on the first pitch, but he was ready for it, and he fires a strike to nail him.
On the way. Swing and a miss on a ball off the plate, and it's 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. We'll move ahead to the 8th. Houston with the lead 2-1. And the numbers 8, 9, and 1 hitters are due up next. Brad Hawk will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning. First pitch on the way. Sharp curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. And that's down and in to even up the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Grounded back to the mound. Everett is there. His throw Not in time, and that'll be an infield single.
This is just what the doctor ordered, as they get the tying run on board to lead off the inning. Yeah, it's a close play at first, just a split second quicker on the throw, and he would have been out.
As it turns out, it was the runner racing against that throw, and this time the runner beat the throw.
That it was, and he made it safely.
First pitch to him. Here's a check swing, but it's called a strike anyway. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Tries to get him to go after the changeup, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. And it drops in for a base hit. The throw to third.
John has 2 straight hits here to start the inning, and that's exactly the way you want to start it here when you're trailing late in the ballgame.
First pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. A throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in time. Swings and lines this one towards the hole, and there's one. Over to second, not in time. Safe there, and they weren't able to get the double play. Now on to second, but safe at second base. They went for the double play, going for the second out at second. Very unusual, but they did not get it. Desi Relaford steps up. Last year, he hit 6 homers with a career slugging percentage under 400. Hit on the ground down the first base line. The throw to the plate. 1 run is in.
Well, you want to talk about delivering in the clutch? We just saw a prime example of it right there. And just like that, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Preston Wilson comes in ready to hit. Last year, he hit 6 homers. He's slugging .480 in his career, but he's back in time. 2 men on, 1 man out. First pitch, here it comes. Here's a swing at a fly ball, medium depth. Let's see if they try to score him. Lane is in his tracks, and he makes the catch. And he is safe at home, as he just does get in there to score.
He swings under this one, and the result is an easy out.
Matt Holliday comes up to the plate here. He hit 14 home runs last year. His slugging average is at .487. First pitch to him.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. Now he sets. There's a swing and a ground ball. Everett is up with it. Throws on to first, and the side is retired. The Rockies scored 2 on 3 hits, and they strand a man on base. Here come the Astros in the last half of the 8th. Colorado on top, 3-2. Top of the lineup coming up next. Lance Berkman is due up. This one swung on and hit in the air. Moore roams over and puts it away for the out.
This one's heading for the alley, but the ball has too much air underneath it, and the right fielder slides over to put it away.
First pitch, here it comes. Changeup just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Swings and lines this one back up the middle.
By all rights, this ball should be in center field, but the pitcher gets himself in good fielding position after letting go, and he's able to watch this thing right into his glove.
First pitch. A swing and the ball lines softly towards the hole. Pop puts it away, and the side is retired. They go down quickly and quietly here. We're through 8, 9th inning coming up. The Rockies lead it 3-2. 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up next. J.D. Klosser will be the first man up. First pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's in there for a called strike anyway. 0-1. He deals. Swung on and hit in the air to right center. Biggio is there, and he gloves it for the out.
The center fielder has to range to his left, but he's able to track it down over there and put it away.
One out, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Watches a changeup go by for strike one. Ooh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming. A changeup that time, and he swings and misses. Strike 3. 2 away.
He was looking for a fastball, John, but he got the changeup. Swung right through it. Strike 3. Let's see this one again on K-Zone. It was a changeup.
He just looks silly flailing away at this one, Joe, as if he were trying to swat bugs or something.
Well, that's what pitches up and in can do to a hitter. If you miss it, you'll look foolish.
Get this man a fly swatter. Fastball in there, and it's 0-1.
Man, he put everything into that swing. That one would have traveled a long way if he would have hit it.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
Three pitches, and he's out. Great pitching here. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, and see you later. And they're gone in short order here. On now to the bottom of the 9th. Colorado has the lead, 3-2. The middle of the order, the 4, 5, 6 spots coming up next. Jeff Bagwell will be the first man up. First pitch on the way. Up and in for ball 1.
The toughest pitch in baseball to handle, according to Ted Williams, is the fastball up and in. Well, he wants to get a big hit here. He's down by 1, and the fans are really into this one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. The throw to second.
They're starting this inning out in grand style. The base hit with no one out.
Lamb will stand in. He homered earlier in the game. Quick throw to first. Runner at first, nobody out. There he goes towards second. And he's in there at second.
The throw is too late here, John, and he's able to steal second base with a good slide.
Yeah, I thought the slide maybe was the key to the whole thing, Joe.
I noticed on the replay, John, he didn't have too much of a lead at first either.
He spins and throws back to second. A dive, but he's back in easily. He kicks, he throws. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball inside to even the count at 1-1. Now he's set. Here's the 1, and he squares around and gets down the bunt.
I think he's trying to move the runner up here, but once he gets it down, he realized it's going to be a tough play, and they just couldn't get an out on this one.
Runners at the corners with nobody out. A little bit close that time, but he's back in there. Runners at the corners with nobody out. First pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's in there for a called strike anyway. 0-1. And a throw over to first. Now a throw over. They almost got him that time. Swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. Now a throw over, and he has to dive back. Something may be up here. Change up, thought he had it, but it's 1-2.
Well, you're trying to make a pitch inside with the change, but if you get it down and in, no telling where it might end up if you swing.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. And it's off the wall. The throw to third. One run is in.
Oh, and that is a heartbreak. There goes the no-hitter with 2 outs in the ninth. He was 1 pitch away from history. What a disappointment.
Adam Everett steps in now. Last season he had 8 home runs with a career slugging percentage under .400. Trying to keep him close, and he's back in time. No one out, and runners at first and second. First pitch to him. He's at the belt. And he tries to get one down. One run is in. The Houston Astros come out victorious here, Joe. And these fans are going to head home happy. The home team gave them the happy ending.
Well, they should be happy, John. Not only did they win the ball game, but they played well. And in the end, they wore their opponents down, so the home team goes away happy.
Mike Lamb really was a difference maker in this one, a fairly low-scoring game. And he is our ESPN Video Games Player of the Game. So this one's in the books. Now Carl Rabbit is standing by in Bristol with Baseball Tonight coming up next. Till next time, this is John Miller, along with Joe Morgan and our entire ESPN crew, saying so long from the ballpark. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the telecast.